Welcome back to the channel, YouTubing. It's Pat Cart Skill Dreams. So this will be my evening edition of Model Cars and Coffee, hosted by Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for hosting this Sunday event. I was working this morning all day, in fact. So yeah, I just got home a bit ago. Came upstairs, figured I'd do a quick model cars and coffee. So again, thank you, Paul, for coming up with this idea. We all love model cars and coffee, and hopefully I'll get some time to catch up on some videos. I've been pretty busy. My daughter had a week off from daycare as well, and I was busy with her last week, so I barely got any time for building and videos. So anyway, with that, I will talk about this kit here. This is the old issue 69 Mustang Mach 1 kit. So apparently they've reissued this. I do have the new issue. What is it? The Boss, I think it is. Somewhere, yeah. The Boss 302, yeah. I haven't even opened my kit to even look at the difference. Apparently the front end was reworked. I don't know. Just kind of what I heard. And it's funny too, because this Mustang, when I take pictures of it, it just, from the front, at an angle, or from the front, it just doesn't look right. But the rear and the back end looks really good. So that's why I chose this thumbnail for it. So anyways, it's a 69. This is actually a rebuild that I did from when I built it in my late teens, I should say. And then I rebuilt it, ruined the paint job, had to rebuild it again. This is like the fourth paint job. Yeah, and then I ended up losing a bunch of parts, but I think this one is probably my second oldest model that I have on the shelf right now, with my 71 GTX being the oldest. So yeah, I'll get you guys flipped around, talked enough about it, and we'll have a quick look at it. Nothing special, but the paint job's, probably the best part about it. At that time, for me, it was kind of like a breakthrough. So I will get you switched around and we'll have a look. Okay, so here it is, the 69 Mustang. The first time I built it, or tried to rebuild it, I tried using the decals, the Mach 1 decals. So I ended up ruining that paint job, ruining the decals, because I had to strip it all. So the Mach 1 decals did not survive. There were some other ones, they're black ones, but they were obviously on black. It wouldn't have showed up anyway. I think I have them somewhere around. So parts box, wheels and tires. Excuse me. Jeez. Parts box, wheels and tires. Painted these Pro Stars. Not quite gloss black, but kind of. I can't remember what color it was. Anyway, all the paint is Duplicolor, just a generic black. Paint turned out really nice, actually. Pretty nice. There are some light scratches in it. I used automotive. I think it wasn't like the automotive. So I used automotive polish, and it wasn't the super fine stuff. This was before I came across Tamiya and all that. And all that 10,000, 8,000 grit sandpaper. So this one would have been done to probably, I think, 2,000 and polished out with the finest automotive polish I could find at the time. So it does have some swirl marks. I'm sure if I went, excuse me, I went over it with some of the finer polishes now, it would get some of those out. But I kind of like to leave it as is so you can kind of see your progress. So this was kind of a breakthrough when I came back to the hobby. I rebuilt it. And you can see how thick I went on the doors. When this paint went on pretty thick. But it did turn out pretty decent, as you can see by the shine. Then I painted this flat black hood, flat black rear panel, drilled these out, exhaust ports. I made some slapper bars for it. Just scratch built those. Nothing crazy underneath. Just tried some fade painting. I lost the shaker hood, so I ended up just going with this. I didn't rebuild the engine, it was already built, so all I had to do was just put it back in. I can see I have no rad hoses. Those must, yeah, I didn't put those in, obviously. Pretty basic inside. Lost one of the seats, so I had to use some parts box seats for it. It's flocked. Partially flocked, just in the back there. Some felt or something like that. BMF on the doors. Some careful painting. The gauges didn't turn out good at all. I was not good with gauges back then. Actually, my interiors lacked a lot of detail, I guess you could say. But overall, it turned out pretty nice. I think I used Sharpie to do the silver around the windows. Didn't bother with this. This is a decal from the Mach 1 AMT kit. Not even sure where the marker... Oh, those are... Yeah, those are BMF with transparent red and the orange on them. Just trying to think if there's really anything else I can say about this. Not really. Like I said, the front to me does look off, especially in pictures. Just looks, I don't know, funky. But still, it's a nice looking model. It looks good. Still looks cool. But you can't deny that rear end. That's an awesome look, I think. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out my old 69 Mustang. 69 is my favorite year too, for Mustangs. I just love these front ends. So I was a little disappointed when this thing didn't take good pictures. So yeah, I'll get down and build the new Revell version soon, hopefully. And actually get it out and even just look at the front end. See how different it is. Alright, thanks for checking out the video. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a great weekend, and prayers for those who need them, and we'll talk to you soon. Pat out. Model on. Thank you. Thank you very much.